So anyone watching, you cannot own land in Thailand. No matter what anyone tells you, you can do something which is called a nominee structure company, where you have basically a shell company. The problem is that they crack down on that. If they're collecting only 85% of the total common fees, anything lower than that, don't buy it.
So they asked for $90,000, and how much did you pay?
So I paid 1.6. In today's dollars, about 10,000 less back when I bought it. It makes a huge difference if you get the exchange rate right. And then the actual sign over, it's you and the seller. Once the properties are released, you immediately start losing. You're bleeding money. If you're living in Thailand or by the beach or Phuket, it's not cheap.
It's gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, nice. And it's not too busy.
I love living here.
So I do want to know. Good afternoon, guys, from Pattaya, Thailand. So we're not in Bangkok today. We are in beautiful beachside city of Pattaya, and we are doing a condo tour. So this is a little bit different because my friend who's living here is not actually renting. He's actually bought this condo. So this whole video is going to be a little bit about the process of buying a condo, what that entails, and how he finds it. So this area is actually Jomtien, which is a little bit quieter compared to the main part of Pattaya, and it's right close to the beach. You've got Tops here, you've got some local bars, restaurants, 7-Eleven, so it's got everything you need. So let's get right into it and meet who's living here. How you doing?
Hey, bud. Hey, Sam. How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, yeah. So, hey everyone, my name is Mike from Canada. I'm living in this condo. It's called Jada Beach Condo. I bought it 2 years ago, December 2023. And yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Let's have a look around.
Yeah, let's have a look. So how far is it from the beach, Mike?
About 400, 450 meters, something like that.
Okay, and this area is Jomtien. Why did you choose this area specifically?
So when I was looking for a place, I was living up in Bangkok. I was actually working for a bank up there, and I changed jobs and I didn't need to be in Bangkok anymore. The year before I worked up in Bangkok, I had been living in Pattaya, which is between Pattaya and Jomtien. I knew that I didn't want to be in Pattaya proper. It's too crazy. It's just not what I want. I came down here for a month actually, and I was staying in a hotel at the end of the street here. And I said, I'm not gonna go home until I bought a condo. I was looking either in Pattaya or here in Jomtien. The reason why I chose here was mostly because I loved the room. It wasn't that I wanted specifically to be in Jomtien. Ideally, I wanted to be in Pattaya because it's quieter. It's kind of more of a beach community feel. But then when I saw the room, I thought, yeah, I need to live here. So that's kind of what brought me to Jomtien. I don't regret it because in terms of living and lifestyle, there's just a lot more right here in Jomtien. When you're living in Pattaya, you have to go either to Pattaya or to Jomtien.
Yeah.
So that's why Jomtien.
And 2 years in Thailand, Mike?
I came to Thailand. I lived in Japan for 23 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You speak Japanese?
Yeah, dekimasu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I lived there most of my adult life, and then I moved here in 2015 to Bangkok. Came down here about 2017, 2018, and I got the job up in Bangkok for a couple of years. So it's been more than 10 years.
Oh, okay, long time.
Almost 11 years now in Thailand.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And you've lived in any other countries in Asia?
Yeah, well, so Japan was the longest, obviously. I spent about 2 months a year in the Philippines. I've probably spent about 2 years of my life in general in the Philippines. I do love it. I'm not in love with the food. You probably shouldn't say that because Filipino people get very upset if they hear you don't like their food.
I completely agree. Like, I've been to the Philippines. I think the people are great.
Yeah.
Some of the best people in the world. However, the food is just awful. And they don't eat vegetables.
No, they do not.
And Thai food is better. But the people, like Filipinos, are lovely.
It is by far my favorite place because of the people. And the beaches.
Oh, yeah.
World class.
Amazing.
Boracay, yeah. Coron.
So I'm curious, like, why did you decide to buy a condo in Thailand and not rent?
So I've gone most of my life without ever owning anything. For some reason, I never bought anything in Japan. I thought, I wanted to stay light on my feet because I always felt like, well, I don't really want to live in Japan for the rest of my life. And then I spent 23 years there. And by the time I was getting near the end, I'm thinking, yeah, I should have bought something. Because as you're getting older, you're thinking, if I run out of money, I don't want to be eating dog food for the rest of my life, right? Like you want to have your own place that you can say, this is my place. So during COVID, nobody knew how long that was going to go on for. It just seemed to never end. And I was paying about $20,000 living on Soi 13 in Bangkok at the time. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy my own small little place. That was my first one. I bought that in Soi 101/1 at an Udom Suk.
So you have one condo in Bangkok?
I do.
And one in Pattaya?
Yeah. The one there's 35 square meters. I lived there a couple of years and then I changed jobs to the remote job I'm in now. I mean, I didn't move to Thailand to live in a big city. Bangkok is great, but I'm not like into rooftop bars and all the stuff that Bangkok has special. And I just thought, nah, I want to be living by a beach. And I was born on an island in Canada, so I feel some affinity to being near the ocean.
And why a condo and not a house?
So anyone watching, you cannot own land in Thailand. No matter what anyone tells you, there's no hack for that. You can lease, you can do something which is called a nominee structure company, where you have basically a shell company. And that is overwhelmingly the way that people own houses here. The problem is that they cracked down on that. About 10 years ago, they were gonna do a crackdown. I think it was in Samui, and then I guess they got a call saying, no, don't do that, because they backed down from it. But they're cracking down on it now.
Yeah.
They're starting to go after people who are using the law in an inappropriate way. So I thought, yeah, I don't want to ever do that. Plus I travel a lot. In a house, you got to look after the grass and do stuff like that.
Right.
Condo, you can literally close the door, walk away. 3 months later, I come back. Nothing has changed. Everything's maintained.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
It's very green here, that's what I've noticed.
Yeah, it's nice.
So what facilities do you have? Just the pool here?
The pool, everyone wants to make a small gym, but I don't know where we'll put it.
Yeah.
But the pool is, nice.
Should we take a look?
Yeah.
Not bad. Quite nice.
Yeah, and it's deep too. It's like, it's up to my neck if I go.
Oh,
in there.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes when I'm on TikTok, I'll do a live. I'll just put the camera there.
Yeah.
I'm literally up to here in the water.
Very deep.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, the developer guy, he's an Italian guy, so he did this kind of in a, Italian style. So it is nice here. So when you buy a condo in Thailand, all condos have a rule that a maximum 49% of the total area can be owned by foreigners. So it's either 49% of the area or 49% of the actual owners.
building.
Something like that, yeah. And you have something called a foreign quota, which is just, the building will tell you, yes, we still have enough quota that you can buy this under foreign quota, and you own it outright, but you don't have any land ownership at all. Or you can do the same nominee structure and buy under a Thai company name, which I would never recommend anyone does that, because they're eventually, the writing's on the wall, they're gonna crack down. Buy a condo under foreign quota and you're good to go.
Yeah.
It's yours forever.
And what's some good questions to ask before buying a condo in Thailand?
Okay, I'll be brutally honest here. The one that I have in Bangkok, it's a huge condo. I mean, it's got 6 buildings. So when you're living in a condo, you have to pay common fees, which is, so per square meter in this condo, it's 50 baht per square meter per month. I've got a 60 square meter condo, so it's 3,000 a month. So that's 36,000 a year that I pay to the juristic, and that helps them look after it.
So that's about 3,000 baht a month.
Yes. And when you are in a small development like this is very small, we only have like 70 rooms, we have a few people who just will not pay their common fees at all. And so we have a massive issue with that, right? And many condos do. This is not in any way pointing out this condo. Like, it's a common thing with condos, but it means you run out of money.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to be buying a condo in Thailand, do one thing, please. Find either a real estate person who is not trying to sell you anything, someone you trust, or a lawyer, anyone who understands this industry. Have them go into that right there is the juristic office over there.
Yeah.
And ask them straight up for their financials. They don't have to give everything to you by law, but the really most important thing is, and this is from my condo agent in Bangkok taught me this, if they're collecting only 85% of the total common fees, anything lower than that, don't buy it.
I think that's solid advice.
Very solid
Yeah,
advice.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good
so
knowing.
I get a solid F for having bought this place because we're nowhere
You
near
didn't
that
check.
number.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not check. No.
But, so what do you do for work?
I'm a software developer.
Okay. So you're pretty flexible in where you can live.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you can work.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to Vietnam on Sunday for 2 weeks and I will be
Yeah.
working. I'll take 3 days off when I'm with my friends, my Japanese friends. But otherwise I'll be holed up in some,
Yeah.
my favorite I have a co-work space I use there. It's called the Hive
Okay.
in Da Nang.
They
And
have one
it's-
in Bangkok,
They have a Hive in Bangkok.
in Tonglo.
No way, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that
Sukhumvit
out.
49.
Okay.
I've been.
Yeah. I think co-working spaces are just the best thing. They
Yeah.
don't really have anything down here because it's not really
Especially for nomads.
Yeah. I'm getting better at working at home,
Yeah.
but co-work space, there's no TV, there's no bed,
Yeah, no distraction.
no distractions. You just get to work, you get it done.
Right.
But yeah, when you're working remotely, you can do that. I also spend 6 months a year abroad. Like I was in Da Nang almost 5 months last year, and then in Japan for some weeks, and Philippines for 2 months.
You're a big traveler.
Big traveler, but also there's a reason for that. Because if you're living in Thailand for 6 months or more, you are potentially liable for
Yeah, you're a tax
for
resident.
taxes. Yeah.
Okay,
So
smart.
yeah. And if you're going to do that, then you're probably maybe better off trying the new DTV. Is
Yeah.
it DTV?
Yeah, 5 year. So it's like, I think it's 10,000 baht for the processing of it.
Yeah.
But you need to have around, I think it's $15,000 in the bank to show
I didn't know
for
that.
the DTV. Yeah. So you need that to show that you can sustain yourself essentially, but you also
Jesus.
need an income. So
Okay,
but it's
so-
5 years, so it's quite a long time. It's quite a good visa.
Yeah, but the only down thing of the DTV is I'm hearing from people is they can't get bank accounts.
That is a real big downside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have 4 or 5 friends that are on a DTV. They can't open bank accounts, and they complain like every week
Yes.
to me about it.
Yeah.
so I can understand the pain of that.
Yeah, well, even people, like I'm on a non-immigrant O
Yeah.
because of retirement visa. Even for people like me, there are people who the banks are giving problems to, and it's usually because they haven't updated their phone numbers. So there's nothing to do with condos, but I have a KTC card, which is a Gung Thai credit card.
Oh yeah.
And they sent me a text to my phone saying, you need to prove who you are to maintain your credit card.
Yes.
So if I didn't have my phone, it would have, even with that,
Yeah,
I waited too long. It still got shut down.
There's a lot of banks tightening up their restrictions and rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that seems to be if you do have a Thai bank account, go in and update your phone number. Just
Yeah.
let them know who you are, bring some documentation, bring your birth certificate, whatever.
Save you a lot of hassle.
Yeah. I mean, it means you got to wait in a bank for an hour and a half in the queues because it takes forever. But it's better to do that before they shut down your accounts. Like I think it was in a taxi the first time I found out that, it just wasn't accepted. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so.
Good
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
All right, then, should we have a look at the room?
All right, let's go upstairs.
All right.
Real quick, if you're traveling or moving abroad, one of the most important things you need to check off the list is health insurance. And it doesn't have to be confusing. I personally use Pacific Prime, and honestly, it makes things so much easier. So you've got a million options and no idea what works for you. But with Pacific Prime, it's clear, it's simple, and you can find the right plan for you for your health and budget within just minutes. That's why more than 1.5 million expats already use them. If you're gonna get, for example, the DTV visa in Thailand or one of the retirement visas, I highly recommend that you get health insurance. And with Pacific Prime, they'll make things very straightforward. For me, I use them myself. You don't have to stress about the what ifs when you're in another country. And if you ever need help, they've got a team right here in Bangkok, plus offices all over the world. So wherever you are, someone's got your back. If you're ready to sort out coverage, scan this QR code on screen or click the link down below to see how much it'll cost for you. Essentially, it's insurance that fits your life, not the other way around. Let's get back to it.
Sam, come on in. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Welcome to the abode.
Nice, quite spacious.
Yeah, the internal space is 50 square meters. Balcony is another 10. As you can see, it's like we got the little kitchen area here. I am not in any way a cook, so I got a microwave and a blender, so I'm sorted. Pretty much everything you see here is how I got it. This big table was here when I bought it.
Big fridge as well.
Yeah, fridge was there. Fridge is great, actually. Low energy one.
So this is fully furnished.
Full. Yeah, I bought it. Everything here, even those paintings or whatever these things are. Even the little Buddhist guy up here.
Yeah.
I'm not in any way Buddhist, but he was up here. I keep thinking I should get rid of it, but I'm not superstitious, but I wouldn't be able to throw that away.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's fine.
Yeah.
That's mine. I bought that. Otherwise, what you see is what you get. So this is my little work nook.
Okay, so this is where you work most days?
Yeah, that's one reason I work more at home now, because I need like a lot of space, because you've got documentation. I usually have code open on 2 different screens and whatever. Plus AI now, everyone's using AI.
Yeah,
so
true. And it's got how many bathrooms?
1 bathroom, which is actually kind of good. It's got a little, what do you call that, rainforest shower.
You got a rain shower.
The biggest problem, I just replaced it today, was, so a lot of these buildings in Thailand have a smell problem. So the solution was buying one of these things.
Oh yeah.
So you plonk it in there, so when the water's going down, it opens up, but when the water's done, it automatically closes.
Yeah, my condo had the same issue. And then after a while, we put one of those in.
It's magic.
Yeah, it works.
I found out, it was starting to smell again from my air cons, because it somehow works its way up.
How many AC units?
2 ACs. Also came with the building. This one's good. The one in the bedroom spits and sucks a bit. So here's the bedroom.
Okay.
The bed I bought new, because the one that came with it was abysmal. That's a little like water trap I put up. Bought it from Temu or something. It's crap, but it works. Bed was about, I want to say 40,000 baht or something.
Okay.
So it wasn't super cheap.
Yeah.
As you can see, if you look out in the balcony, you'll see we have some bars. So this is called Rompo Market.
Oh, so you're literally about, 1 minute walk away?
Yes.
So right here, this is Rompo Market.
Yeah, and right down there is a heavy metal live house. And that thing is going from 9 p.m. until midnight every night. And depending on how high they have the microphones and the drums, depends on whether I need to use my noise canceling headphones.
Okay. So did you know about that when you moved in?
I did and I didn't. There's that wishful thinking thing you get when you see a room you like and you go, well, surely these bars won't do that much business, because Rompo has always been, it's always been in the cards that this is going away at some point. It just doesn't fit anymore. I mean, if you look around, there's development everywhere.
You probably can't see it because I'm on the 0.5, but there's literally tons of cranes. I can probably count about at least 10 cranes.
Everywhere. And that's not even looking like, this is the beach side on this way. When I got here, the first time I came to Jomtien was about 2004, 2005, and that whole second road didn't exist. It was basically it was kind of there, but it only went, a few sois up. And now this goes way back to whole new condos.
And you got a Tops there.
We got a Tops, which is, that's just opened up last month. I got 7 levels. We got a Mugata, I don't know if you're not living in Thailand, but Mugata, Thais love Mugata. It's like all kinds of meats and veggies and stuff, and a little fire kind of thing.
Yeah, essentially, it's Thai barbecue.
Thai barbecue, there you go. Yeah. I literally never go there because I'm not a Mugata guy, but if you like that, there's a huge fruit market and stuff. There's all kinds of things you can get up there. My favorite coffee shop, I should show you this actually. It's right behind that Rompo tree there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastically good area, and there's a bit of bike noise, but when I moved in and the bars started getting louder over the months, I got new windows in here and also my kitchen.
So all these are brand new?
Yeah, so these ones here, they're something like 20 centimeters thick PV. That's called UP, PVC or whatever, this stuff. He got me sorted out with these.
How much were these?
40,000.
For the whole condo?
For just these ones.
Okay.
And then the ones back at the start of the kitchen, I changed those as well. With these on, the noise is manageable. It's not bad. And I work till late at night anyway, so.
And you got enough wardrobe space there?
Kinda, I guess. I mean, these are all clothes that I literally never wear. This is my very goofy, like jacket. My one jacket this is actually, what is this? This is Edmund. No, this is Armani, this one. This is from back in the day. This is probably from like 1995 or something like that in Japan.
That's when I was born.
There you go. When I moved from Japan, I literally, because I've been living in Japan 23 years, and when you live in a place that long, you start pack ratting stuff. And so when I moved here, the beauty of moving abroad, when you really decide, no, I'm done, and I'm going to move to another country, is you have to make some decisions. Like, do I need all of these CDs that I haven't listened to for 15 years? And the answer is usually no. And my rule was, anything I haven't worn in the last, I forget what it was, a year or something like that, it's gone.
Yeah, I like that attitude.
Yeah. So I took a house load of stuff in Japan and I boiled it down to 5 boxes that I mailed to myself and 2 suitcases. And a lot of that was just like, dishes and stuff that I brought from
And I
Japan.
bet you felt a lot better.
It was so liberating.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And then when I moved within Bangkok, to move was literally just, a small pickup truck worth of stuff. Yeah.
I am curious in terms of like the asking price to the final price of this condo. What was it?
So they were asking 2.8 million.
What's that in
that
USD?
Is about $90,000, I guess, now. But when I bought it, it was 36 to the dollar.
Okay.
So it was more like whatever that difference is, say another 20% lower, something like that.
So they asked for $90,000, and how much did you pay?
So I paid 1.6. It makes a huge difference if you get the exchange rate right. It's like 20% off, right? It makes a big difference. I came here with my buddy, my Canadian buddy Graham. We walk in here and I just saw it and I thought, because it's really important to me, and I'd recommend to anyone if you're buying a condo, light is so important. You cannot overestimate how important it is to your mental well-being. Because my place in Bangkok, even though I love the building, I love the area, it doesn't really get enough light to make your brain feel like in its happy space. Whereas here, it's a corner unit, right? The wraparound balcony. I saw this and I've got that, that look a kid gets, in a candy store or a toy store. It's like, oh, I want, that fire truck. That was me. I have no poker face at all. And I say to my buddy, I'm going to buy this. And he goes, like, cool your jets. He literally says, like, because the developer guy wasn't in earshot. And so, and then I was trying to be cool, but it was very hard to be cool because I knew I wanted it. So we went downstairs. He said 2.8, and Graham talked to the real estate agent, said, offer him 2.6. And I'm like, no, I'll pay 2. He goes, no, trust me, we'll offer him 2.6. So we went for beers around here. I'm like, if I don't get this condo, I'll never forgive you, that kind of thing. And then we got a call the next morning. Yeah, 2.6 is fine. So it all worked out. But like I said, in retrospect, if I'd known about the financial situation of this condo, I might still have bought it. I don't know. Wishful thinking being what it is. Now, if I were to buy a new condo, it would be just the numbers, just the facts. If people are not paying their common fees, don't buy it, no matter how much you love it. I could have found something else, right, if I had looked. But yeah, them's the numbers.
Okay, so Mike, you paid
Yes.
$76,000 for this place.
Yes.
What was the actual process of buying her?
So I went through Fazwaz, which is a real estate site here, and they kind of look after everything for you. But the main thing you have to do is you have to bring your money from abroad. So you have to make sure when you send it, you can't use Wise, for example. You have to send it from a bank so that it registers as being a foreign transfer. You need to get that documented at the bank with these special forms that you should keep, because if ever you sell it and you want to send bulk money out of Thailand, you're going to need those papers to say, this is the money I brought in, now I want to bring it back out. That is the biggest hurdle. Also because if you're coming here and you don't have a Thai bank account, how do you get the money over here and show that you've brought it from abroad? There's probably people you can hire to help you with that. Otherwise, there's a lot of trips to the bank, mostly about that money kind of thing. And then the actual sign over, it's you and the seller. You have to get a document from the juristic of the condo that says the condo has no debt. So they'll do that for you. So there's no outstanding mortgage. There's no one's like trying to sue you. Your utilities are all paid up. And that piece of paper only lasts about a week. So you have to get it done. So once you get that paper, you go to the land office, which is kind of between here and Pattaya. And it's pretty easy, pretty standard. Like there's kind of these taxes that you have to pay that usually are 50-50. I paid a bit more because they gave me a discount on it. And you sign some papers and it's your condo. You get the chanut and the documents. It took about an hour. That's about it. We just sat there.
That's quick.
Yeah, it was very fast. It was no problems at all.
And what was your thought process behind older condos versus new? Why did you pick an older one?
So that's a good question because some of the new condos, they're nice, right?
Yeah, you get infinity pools,
Yeah.
gyms, co-working spaces.
Yeah, right?
Everything.
Everything you need.
Yeah, it's like a mini city.
Yeah. And I would love that. And I've stayed in places like that. But there's a trade-off. If you're buying in a new place, you're not going to get a lot of area. You're going to have to pay for it. It's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live as well. Like if you go up another couple beaches to Bangsaray, you can get condos this size for way cheaper than you could buy them here. Newer ones. There is a problem though with new condos. And that is that the occupancy rate is so low.
Especially in Bangkok.
Yes. We used to go to the, En Nut.
Yeah.
Right? So there used to be the En Nut market.
Yeah.
It was like a place everyone went to drink beer at night. And as they were starting to develop all the condos around it, we would sit there at night and there would be no lights on in the condos. They were just empty.
And Anu used to be the end of the BTS line, right?
Yep. That used to be it. If you lived past En Nut, you were living like...
in the sticks.
Yeah, you're off at knock on nowhere somewhere, man. Everyone just thought you were like lost.
Yeah.
I remember once where my condo in Bangkok is right now, in Soi 101/1, that's where my buddy Kevin and his ex used to live in a Muban.
Is
like
that
a house
Prakanong?
thing. Past Prakanong.
Okay.
It's past En Nut, like 3 stations past En Nut.
Yeah.
And I got out there and I'm like, where are we? Like, what is this sorcery? Where are we? Like, I have no idea where we are. And we were having beers at their place. And at like 2 a.m, okay, I'm going to get going. So, pitter patter. And I was trying to get a taxi. This is before there were no ride sharing services or, back then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how am I going to, it was just pitch black and I'm walking up the street and there's soy dogs kind of, these dogs kind of sniffing around. I'm thinking, I'm going to get bit. I'm going to get rabies. I had to walk all the way up to Sukhumvit just to get a taxi. I thought I'm never going out there again. But then fast forward just a few years, like I'm talking 6 years, and that place now has true digital, Cloud 11, one of the biggest shopping malls in Bangkok. So
It's developing a lot.
it's developing a lot. When I did my last video, so on my channel, I've done a few from this video and my other condo. And my agent, who's awesome, she told me, no, like the prices have gone up here.
Yeah.
And I bought mine up for 1.5 million in Bangkok. I could probably sell that now for 1.9. And I wasn't expecting that. So back to your original point of new versus old. The new condos, if you buy a new one, if you buy off plan, if you have really good instincts and there's a little bit of risk, but you buy before it's fully developed, you take the risk of it not being finished, which is a real thing. But if it does get finished, you've immediately kind of doubled your money, effectively.
Yeah.
Because off plan starts off very, very cheap.
So would you say it's riskier?
To me, it would be.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't do it because, again, the upcoming economic storm that we're about to go through for the next few years. But had I had the forethought, whatever you call it, say a decade ago or 15 years ago, it would have been a great idea. Because you buy it and you flip it or not, rent it out. But once the properties are released, you immediately start losing. I won't say her name, but a really good friend of mine bought a condo for about 3.5 million in Ekamai. Beautiful place. Since the earthquake hit, particularly, nobody wants to buy condos like that anymore. And it's one of these ones that has just everything just is fantastic. But I would be surprised if she could get like 2.8 million for that now. So you're bleeding money with that. Which you could also look at this place and say, yeah, but after all the financial woes I've talked about, I could be in the same boat. But that's because of my stupidity. I didn't check the financials enough.
Yeah,
but different case. Okay.
Yeah, my place in Bangkok, it's a very old condo. It's 15 years old. But I know that the land price is not going to go down. And this is important. So if you're going to be buying an older condo, buy where the development is just starting, right? Find out where that outward edge is. You might want to live right downtown, but in terms of investment and what's going to happen, Bangkok is just doing this. It's just like, an expanding universe. If you go to where it's already developed enough that you have everything you need, you can rest assured that it's going to develop more and your property values will be maintained and there will always be someone to rent your place. Newer places, they're harder to sell because Thais don't like secondhand stuff in general. And if they do, they're more likely to buy something older, cheaper. That's just my own feeling. I'm not an expert at this, so please don't. I've been trying to talk to, I know a agent here, and that's all she does is new condos.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking I should do a video with her because she would know these answers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, that's why.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah.
And what about in terms of your monthly spending?
Monthly spending, when I first moved here from Japan, I was maxing out at 60,000. I wouldn't go above that. Yeah. And that was for my condo and everything. But if you are somewhere outside of Thailand thinking, I want to move to Thailand because I hear Thailand's really cheap, it's not. If you're living in Thailand or by the beach or Phuket, it's not cheap. It adds up. You go out, just go to the 7-Eleven, go buy some local food. You've just spent 3 times more than you would have a decade ago. So now I would say my minimum spend is about 80,000. But like last month I spent 30 getting my car fixed up and things like that. It's not unusual for me to have 120,000 spent.
Yeah.
So that's about 3,500 US.
Yeah. So your average monthly spend is probably about 100K.
Yeah.
Back per month.
Yeah. When I'm in Thailand, like when I'm in the Philippines, it's always way more because rent there is, they rip you off when you're staying in the Philippines.
But that's a comfortable living here in Thailand with that amount.
Oh, when you got a job and you feel like, no, I'm good. So you think, well, I could go to that restaurant and just get the normal local food, or I could drive over to Cave at the beach and have a very small amount of food and spend 5 times as much, but I like the atmosphere there. You can really adjust how you live when you live here. It's one thing that I loved when I first came to Thailand. In Japan, the standard of everything is kind of the same. If you go see a movie, it'll be $25 or it used to be $25 to watch a movie anywhere you went. Whereas in Thailand, you could go to a smaller movie theater and it would cost you $2 to go see a movie. Or you could go to Siam Square and go to the VIP one, and back then it would cost you, say, $15 to go see a movie. So you have such range here in how you can live. The monthly spend is very hard to nail down. My buddy Clint, who was just down here, American guy, he's living in Bangkok, including rent, on I think it's just under 40,000 a month.
That's what I did when I first moved there.
Yeah.
But I would say I was just, existing, not living, just existing, just scraping by. I think it's possible. You can do it.
You can do it.
Living in Thailand on what, like $1,000, $1,200 a month. But are you going to enjoy it? Really, thoroughly, probably not.
Yeah.
You're gonna be what's the term? Penny pinching, essentially.
Yeah. My buddy Nick, he's fine with money, but he's very conscious of how much he spends. And when he's living up in Chiang Mai now, his normal life, he's not really out doing much. He goes out, has some dinner, always has one big beer. He doesn't really try and penny pinch. He just has a very simple amount of things he wants to do in the day. And that guy spends probably about that as well.
Yeah, I would say to live comfortably in Thailand, you'd probably want to be on spending range at least 2,000 or 2,500 USD.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's a very comfortable, you can have a great life here for that.
Anything more than that, you're laughing.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're, how close to the beach?
About 400 meters. You can just see a little sliver of it over there.
Should we go check it out?
The beach?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's
do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's almost sunset time too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we now made it to the beach. That is Gotland Island over there. And this is Don Tang Beach. Probably saying it wrong. Don is like Don Mai for tree. You can see there's all these like nice trees that line the beach. It was raining today, which is why there's no beach chairs. Normally there's some beach chairs you can sit at. So this is, I think in this area, this is the best beach. Just up there is Jomtien proper. Just down that way is Pratamnak and then Pattaya. If you come down to the beach, this is a nice place to chill. You can go to that island over there, which is another great thing about living in this area, is you can take a speedboat from Bali High Pier to that island for about $250, about $10. And there are some really nice white sand beaches on the other side of that. It's like a different world, yeah. So
It's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And it's not too busy. It's quite quiet actually. Obviously quite rainy today, so it's a bit cooler, but
yeah,
still gorgeous.
like on days when it's more clear, that whole stuff over there, it's so clear. I love living here.
So I do want to know, what were the main reasons behind leaving Canada?
Leaving Canada, I went to school in Italy. So my basic trajectory was I went to school at UBC, did a degree in genetics, but in Canada you have to take 3 classes that are outside of your major. So I had studied French obviously in school, and my first girlfriend out of high school was an Italian Canadian woman. So I learned how to say like some bad words in Italian. So I thought, I'll study Italian as a night class, and I loved it. And in my textbook, advert for Italian language school in Florence called Lorenzo de' Medici. And so after I graduated, I sent them a fax, no internet back then. And I said, "Are you a real school?" And they mailed me back all this information. And so right after I graduated, I worked in the summer to make some money, and then I moved to Italy. I was in Italy for a year. I was in Germany in '89 when the wall came down. I went up there for that.
Amazing.
Yeah, in December 1989. I lived in London for a year, bartending up in the Grafton Hotel, the Warren Wine Bar. And so when I got back to Canada, I thought, at that time, got a genetics degree, I speak a couple languages. I'll go to Asia and learn an Asian language, come back here, learn better French, get an MBA, and go into business. That didn't happen. Instead, my buddy's dad had a connection with a university in Japan. He said, "Hey, why don't you go work there? I can get you a job, and that'll be a good connection."
Yeah.
That got me into the university in Japan. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was teaching at the university in Japan, because Japan is all about who you know, right? And I stayed there 23 years. I never went back to Canada. I became fully involved in Japan. Dated a lot. In my first, say, 10 years, I was dating all the time.
On the topic of dating, what do you think about the dating scene in Thailand?
Thailand, it can be, obviously you have to be a little more careful, because there's that whole thing of especially people who come here and they get what we call loved up, and they meet someone and all of their friends are saying, "Yeah, be careful with this one. No, she's different." And they go through a world of hurt. Having said that, that's in places like here. Thais come to this part of the world specifically because it's a tourist place. But outside of this area, I've had some of the really most nice, amazing relationships here. So I think it's doable, but it is difficult, because even dating in Canada is tough. When I was living in England, my girlfriend, Natalie, she's a Brit. We had a lot of issues, and that was cultural. Now imagine going one step further. So it is difficult. I would suggest, if you're coming here and you want to date, the more of their language you know, and the more of your language they know, the better off you'll be, right?
Yeah.
So get the language barrier out of the way. But
And how's your Thai?
พูดไทยได้ พูด
เก่ง
ไท
มาย ก
อ่านได้ด้วย
เรียนภาษาไทยใช่ไหม
เคยเรียนภาษาไทย I've taken classes like online,
Yeah.
but mostly what I've done is when I want to know something, I ask people and then I write it down.
Yes.
And then I practice it on other people.
What's the best way learning Thai for you?
I think everyone's got a kind of different style of learning, and it also depends on whether you have other languages in your background. If you're a monolingual person, learning Thai as your first second language is challenging, because it lacks all of the grammar that you're used to in your head, which makes it like there's no plurals in Thai, there's no and the in Thai. That is surprisingly difficult. There's no actual past tense in Thai. That makes it very challenging to learn, plus it's a tonal language. But yes, if you come here, especially if you're a younger guy and you're like, no, I've got the time and I just want to really learn this language, because it can be hugely beneficial to you career-wise if you speak a second language fluently. When you start dating someone, don't take no for an answer. When they want to talk to you in English, start using Thai. And the best way you can learn a language, well, there's two things. One, learn functionally. So learn about the stuff that you need to do. Don't try and memorize everything you learn forever. Like, learn it as best you can, try and use it. If you forget it, if it's important, you'll find it again. And learn how to read. Just learn how to read Thai. It'll take you 2 weeks. But it's the difference between being able to learn fairly easily and constantly struggling with tones, because there's no one-on-one correlation between English writing and Thai. There you go. Words to live by for learning Thai.
And if someone's watching this video and they're thinking about moving to Thailand,
okay,
what advice would you give to them?
Come, it's a fantastic place. For women who are watching, I can say from women friends that I have, female friends that I have, that Thailand is the safest place in Southeast Asia, even more than Japan. Like, in Japan is very safe about physical harm, but women have to deal with a lot of stalking and stuff like that. The women I know who've traveled Southeast Asia, Thailand is very, very safe. Thai people are lovely, lovely people. If you get them really angry, if you're rude to a Thai, I've said this in other videos, but it was from something I saw on TV years ago, a doctor, I think it was, saying, in the West, when people get angry, they count to 10. He said Thais count to 1. So they will be lovely until they're not.
Right.
And you've seen the videos of people, once they snap, it's game over.
A lot of Thai people know Muay Thai.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick up fight with the
dangerous.
Thai. Yeah, they kick the. So Thai people are lovely. Like, if you're nice here and you can accept the fact that the people who are around you, they're often working long hours for not great money. You might not get the same level of service everywhere. If you come over here willing to show a bit of grace, accept that it's not the same as your country, Thailand is phenomenal. The food is phenomenal. There are some gorgeous beaches. Koh Samet, just the next province up, Rayong. Jump on a boat. In 50 minutes, you're in Koh Samet, which is tropical paradise. It's beautiful. I have nothing but good things to say about Thailand. Right?
There we go.
So, yeah, come on by.
Just want to say a big thank you to Mike for featuring on the channel today.
Sam, yeah, we've chatted before. We've finally met, right? Like in real life. So this is good.
Yeah, it's great. And one other thing I wanted to mention is that Mike has a YouTube channel.
I do.
So please go over to Mike, show some love, go subscribe, comment on his videos that you came up with my channel, because you give some really good advice.
Thanks. Yeah, the Coding Travel Bug.
Yeah, you go. I'll put it in the description.
Thanks. All right. Yeah.
So people can go over and follow you.
Yeah, but this guy's the master of disaster when it comes to your channel is so full of good information, and like it's great. So keep it up, man. I'm loving it. Yeah,
it's good. I'll be back in Pattaya. Or maybe we could do a video on Bangkok.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we can do a. Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
All right.
If you guys want to see more videos just like this one, I'll put some videos on screen. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.